So we want to do 11.6 number 40, which says 6 to the minus w plus 3 is 81. Okay, so what do I start with?
On both sides.
Yeah, presumably I would start with thinking about a common base, right?
Yeah.
81 is made out of what multiplied together?
3 to
3 to the 4th.
Yeah, it's 3 to the 4th power, right?
Yeah.
So it's made out of 3s. What's 6 made out of?
3
2
times
times 3.
That's it.
Unfortunately, a 2 and a 3, so I'm not going to be able to write 6 as 3s, right?
Okay.
So I'm not getting a common base on this. It just
Okay.
isn't going to happen.
No common base.
So if it's no common base, then what do I got to do?
Log it. And log it.
Yeah, I got to log it somehow. And there are 3 good choices for a log on this problem. Maybe 4. 2 of them are the ones on your calculator, and they're good choices because they're on your calculator.
Yeah.
What's the other good choice?
No.
How do you get the power off of 6?
Log base 10. Or
Log base 6.
What?
You guys see why log base 6 might be a nice idea?
it just erases the 6.
Yeah, it really just takes the power off this 6, right? What's the price I'm going to pay for that? Well, there's not probably a log base 6 button on my calculator unless I have one of the more convenient ones.
Yeah.
So I might not get a number approximation. Is that a big deal?
No.
I don't know.
Who knows?
It depends. I personally, before I taught this class, I had never used a base for a logarithm other than 10 or e, because those are what kind of people use. If you want to use base 6, go for it. Base 6 makes this really easy. So let's try it just with log base 6, and then we'll try it the other way. So if we log base 6 this, what do I get on the left?
Negative w plus 3.
I get minus w plus 3, perfect. And on the other side,
A log base 6 times A1.
yeah, I get log base 6, not times, but
Parenthesis 81.
yeah, of 81.
Okay,
Remember, this thing's a function label, right? So you can't like divide by it, for instance. It's really gotta be of, right? It's gotta have this piece that you're doing that function to. And then what would I do?
yeah, solve for w.
Yeah, I go solve for w. So I got minus w plus 3 is a number. So if I had minus w plus 3 was 8, what would you do?
Subtract
Do it like terms on the side.
Yeah, you get the w's on one side, the numbers on the other, right? So you do, okay, I'm going to subtract 3, right?
Well, that's what you're going to do here.
Yeah, so I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to subtract 3. So I'm going to get minus w is,
log 3 log base 6.
Negative 3.
No, log
How about
base 6 of
Log
81
base
minus
6
3.
minus 3.
log base 6 of 81, right? The
Minus
number you
3.
had. And then minus 3. You guys follow that?
Yeah.
Why? Can somebody explain to me why I can't stick the 3 and the 81 together somehow?
Because
Just that's a whole function you can't touch. That's its own.
That was so many good answers to that question.
yeah.
So,
Negative number.
because the 81 needs to have this rule done to it first, right? Because it's in a grouping symbol. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So then what would I do? So after I had, like, over here in blue, after I had minus w is 5,
And you divide by
5 by negative 1.
Divide
yeah,
by
you just flip the sign, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So here you're going to multiply by negative 1. So you'll get w is,
3 minus log 6, 81.
perfect, 3 minus log base 6 of 81.
How come you're pulling the 3 forward? Is it because it can't be plus 3?
No, just if I have the opportunity to do so, I'll write the positive numbers first and then
Okay.
subtract them.
I mean,
Others.
so it wouldn't be wrong if you wrote negative log
No,
81 plus 3?
Yeah, so, right, or perfectly fine is w is minus log base 6 of 81
Okay.
plus 3.
Say you left that
Totally
whole
fine.
original part over -1. Would that be all right too?
Yeah, also fine. So you have all this junk divided by -1. It's also fine. Right. There's lots of forms here. I trust that you guys can manipulate things like signs at this point.
Come on.
That trust might be misplaced, but
Thank you for placing it.
you're gonna earn it any, or you're gonna have it anyway. Cool. Question?
Cool.
Okay.